and here's a recap of the seeding games this year. The first game of Johnny Drip Drip 2025 saw the Big Time Baloney Boys facing off against the Mobster Lobsters, and it also gave us some great fundamental Drip Drip to start out the weekend. In a back-and-forth game, the scores remained neck and neck throughout, and in spite of some late-game heat from the Big Time Baloney, the Mobster Lobsters remained unboiled and unbothered and are able to swim away with a 4-3 victory thanks in large part to Noah Castillo's shutdown defense. The second seeding game of the weekend saw a low-scoring game between the Big Time Baloney and the Ding-and-Dillos, with Big Rick creating the sole raft mount for the creator Carmine Finelli of the Big Time Baloney, able to secure a 1-0 victory for his team. The game may have had a low score, but it still managed to produce many highlights in the defensive end of play, with an aerial snag recorded for Carmine Finelli of Big Time Baloney and a beautiful toe-tap deletion by Dalton Ritchie of the Ding-and-Dillos. Seeding Game 3 features the latest installment of the storied rivalry between the 6 Mile Slammers and the Mobster Lobsters, as well as a fair bit of controversy. Amidst the deliberation, though, we still get to see the debut of one of the most dominant players in Drip Drip history, Mr. Ethan Battersher, who powers the 6 Mile Slammers to a 5-2 victory over the Mobster Lobsters. The final seeding game of the weekend saw the winningest team in JDD history, the 6 Mile Slammers, facing off against the Ding-and-Dillos, JDD's newest team. The 6 Mile Slammers were able to take an early lead with 4 raft mounts to 0 going into the bottom of the last inning, but just then Daddy Dillo himself decided to come on home, and with the help of Double Barrel Mike, the Ding-and-Dillos managed to get 4 raft mounts in the final inning and force the game into the first overtime of the weekend. Ultimately, that overtime would be dominated by Ethan Battersher as the Slammers recorded a 6-4 victory to close out the seeding games. But now is when the real action begins, as we begin our 2025 championship rounds.